Hi, I'm Michelle Black, a registered nurse, nutritionist, and former bikini competitor. And today we're going to dive into why you're struggling to lose weight over the age of 40. If you're feeling frustrated because the scale isn't moving, even though you're putting in all the effort, you're not alone. In this video, I'm actually going to go over the most common mistakes that I see that might be sabotaging your weight loss journey and how to fix them. We'll uncover why your body composition might be changing instead of actually losing weight, why tracking food and increasing your protein intake is crucial, and how lifting weights and walking regularly can transform your results. Plus, I'll be sharing how to incorporate some fiber-rich carbs that will make a huge difference. If you find that this is something you're struggling with, you can comment down below nutrition guide and I'll get you my nutrition guide. Let's dive in. Generally, after the age of 40, most ladies, the ovaries begin to stop producing many hormones such as testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. And what I want you to know is over half of the testosterone is produced in the ovaries. And this is why we have a sudden shift of weight into the abdominal or the belly area. And what happens is we think we're gaining weight, but in reality, we're not. We're gaining fat because we're having a loss of muscle mass. This is what is known as the body composition. We're either fat or muscle, and as we lose muscle, we become more fat, and it appears that we look fatter even if the scale doesn't technically go up. If you can relate to this, down below, say relate. And what happens often is that women are only using the metric of their body weight. And so that is not an accurate way to measure any kind of success or progress with actually working out as far as results. Because what happens is your body weight can stay the same even if you're losing body fat or not. It's very important that we're actually using the right body metric. So we're actually getting a 3D scan or we're getting a smart scale that can truly tell us the body composition, how much is muscle and how much is fat. That way we know what we're doing when we start with. Now that we understand the muscle mass versus body weight, what we want to do is we want to strength train at least 4 days a week, and we want to walk at least 7 steps a day, okay? This is just to give you a ballpark of the activity that we should be doing. In menopause, perimenopause, we have to move our bodies. We have to, okay? It's a common misconception over the age of 40 that we can do the same things that we used to could do, and that's just not going to work. For our bodies to change over the age of 40s, our bodies must receive the proper nutrients, also known as nutrition, for our bodies to actually change. I would suggest you start tracking your foods to start. So you track your foods for 7 days. And then on day 8, you're going to do what we call a macro audit. So you have a true idea of what you're actually eating. Study shows that we underestimate what we eat by 90%. That's a huge amount that we don't really know what we're consuming. If you need a suggestion for a tracking app, I've got the link down in the description below. Now, after you've completed that macro audit, your long-term goal for protein working out is going to be 1.33 grams per pound of desired body weight. So if I want to be 125 pounds, I'm going to take 125 multiplied times 1.33, and I'm going to get 1.6625 grams of protein. Now that's my long-term goal. That's not something I jump to. Most women starting out are at around 60 grams of protein a day. That's it. And we need proteins to help our bodies produce testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and many hormones. And we know that we're declining in those, right? So we have to consume an increased amount of protein, especially in menopause, okay? Once we've got that down, we want to take, say, that 50 grams of protein that we're looking at day 8 of doing the macro audit, and we want to increase the protein per week 10 to 20 grams a week, that slow, so that we don't end up with digest upset. Often what happens is women watch one of my videos and they try to throw all their protein together and they get so bloated and so upset digestively, and that's not how we do it. All nutrition, whether we're doing carbs or fats or proteins, we're always transitioning when we're doing things so that we don't have a problem digestively. The next thing we want to do is make sure that we're consuming high fiber carbs in most of our meals along with our protein. We need carbs, especially over the age of 40, to actually get the right nutrients that our bodies need to actually make the hormones. Remember, we talked about those hormones declining, which is why it appears that our body is changing right now, okay? More challenges. This is where I see ladies make another big mistake, trying to do low carb or no carb. We need carbs over the age of 40, especially for the body to be able to get the right nutrients to be able to make those hormones that we talked about that are declining. When we are restricting carbohydrates, we are making our testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone levels lower, making weight loss more challenging right now. And the last tip I want to share with you is that you want to consume carbs that are rich in fiber in most of your meals, such as whole grains, oats, brown rice, whole wheat, black beans, sweet potatoes, broccoli, carrots, just as some examples. Carbs such as white rice, white breads, things like that, those are considered really more processed and more simple carbs because of the enriched ingredients in those. And those are totally different, and they have very little fiber in them. So they have a way different effect on our blood sugar, causing it to rise quicker, all right? If this is something you're really wanting to do and you're tired of the dieting and you feel confident you want to learn how to do this the right way, you can get my nutrition guide by commenting nutrition guide, or you can get it below in the description. And be sure to watch the next video.